Good morning. My name's Walt Lynch, and I'm the president of the Placentia Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of the Placentia Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, I would like to welcome you all to the Mayor Jeremy Yamaguchi's State of the City address, Building Tomorrow's City Today. The Chamber is honored to host this event, especially excited about all the progress the city has made in this last year and hearing all the announcements going forward. I would like to first acknowledge our city council members that are here today, starting with Mayor Jeremy Yamaguchi, Mayor Pro Tem Kevin Kerwin, City Council Member Ward Smith, and City Council Member Chad Bonka. And this year we are so happy to have such a large turnout that I'd like to make a few more quick acknowledgments. If you are here from a city, as a city council member from another city, can you please stand? We'd like to acknowledge you. Now we'd like to have the Placentia Yorba Linda School District please stand. Next, the Placentia Library District or the Yorba Linda Water District. Also, if you're representing any dignitary, including the congresswoman, supervisor, senator, etc., please stand and be acknowledged. And lastly, we'd like to acknowledge our Citizens of the Year, Wendy Elliott, Shirley Thiel, and Michael Beaver. Thank you for being here today. I would also like to now recognize and acknowledge our sponsors, where this event would not be able to be possible without them. Let me start with our title sponsor, Yorba Linda Water District, Jones Mayor, Kramer Land Company, and Blackwood Real Estate. Our platinum sponsor is SoCal Gas. Our gold sponsor is Gigabit Now Placentia, Mercy House, and Toll Brothers. Our silver sponsor is Townsend Public Affairs, West Coast Arborists, National Corps, Aaron Mills and Heather Gapic Real Estate, and Lynch EMS. Round of applause to all of our sponsors who make the event possible. So now, while we're here, I'd like to introduce Mayor Jeremy Yamaguchi. Mayor Yamaguchi was elected to the Placentia City Council in November 2008 at the age of 19. He holds an extensive background in community services, volunteer work. Some of his involvements include the Placentia Neighborhood Watch, the Placentia Heritage Parade and Festival, Placentia Cultural Arts Commission, Placentia Chamber of Commerce, Placentia Police Department, and the Boy Scouts of America. Mayor Yamaguchi graduated from El Dorado High School in 2007 with numerous honors and distinctions, and from Cal State Fullerton with a bachelor's degree in the arts of political science. His professional motto is, and I love this, I have pride in our past, faith in our future, and a vision for a more stable and secure community. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome Mayor Jeremy Yamaguchi to the stage to begin his introductions.
Thank you very much. I'm very impressed you all are willing to join us for our 3-hour presentation today, but thank you. That being said, I do have a few more introductions I want to make, more on a personal note. But one more time, echo the thanks for the Chamber, the staff, and all of the volunteers and the board members who helped put this all together, as well as city staff who helped put this event together from City Hall. My colleagues, commissioners, our other boards, commissions, special districts, thank you all for being here to support this, to hear what we're doing. It's really a sign that not only are we a Placentia, but we're a larger community that serves everyone in this region. And last but not least, I do want to thanks for my family for joining me here today. First, I have my aunt and uncle, my parents, my in-laws, and last but not least, my wife, Ann. It's not only what I do, but also the sacrifice that happens at home that they have to fill in the gaps in the rest of their life. Not being home, not being able to participate, missing some life moments. So thank you for allowing me to do what I do. It makes a world of difference and allows me to continue to serve my community. Thank you all for your support. With that, we'd like to begin with our invocation. If you can all please rise. And I'd welcome up Pastor Joel Baker, the executive pastor from Southlands Church, to lead us.
Good morning. Thank you for the invitation to be here. It's just a privilege to be with all of you. Would you join me in a word of prayer? Heavenly Father, creator and sustainer of all things, we humble ourselves before you today and ask that you would bless our time together. We thank you for Mayor Yamaguchi, the council members, the many dedicated public servants and business leaders represented here. We ask, God, that you would guide them in righteousness, that they might lead with courage, they might serve sacrificially for the benefit of all people in this city. We pray that your peace and prosperity would dwell richly in this city, that all who work, play, and call it home would experience your blessings and provision. We commit all of our ways to you as you lead and sustain us. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Joel. Will you please remain standing as we lead our Pledge of Allegiance? We'd like to call up our Police Chief, Brad Butts.
All right, please remain standing, and we're going to introduce our Placentia Police Honor Guard for the posting of colors. Please join me in the flag salute. Ready? Begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief and Honor Guard. And now at this time, we'd like to call Miss Placentia Madeline Smith to lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you again, Madeline, for that beautiful rendition. Before we break for lunch, I just want to reintroduce our Placentia Chamber of Commerce President, Mr. Walt Lynch, for a few last messages.
Thank you, Jeremy. Very excited to hear about what's been going on in the city this past year. I would like to invite the UCI Placentia Linda CEO, Fred Valerio, up to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fred Valtero, and I'm honored to be the CEO of UCI Health, Placentia Linda. Earlier this year, on March 27, an exciting and significant milestone occurred in this community. Placentia Linda Hospital, which opened in September of 1972, became part of UCI Health. UCI Health is one of California's largest academic health systems and is the clinical enterprise of University of California, Irvine. The system comprises of UCI Medical Center in Orange, the academic hospital and only level 1 trauma center in Orange County, which has 459 beds, and now the 4 community network hospitals of Placentia Linda, 114 beds, Fountain Valley, 400 beds, Lakewood Regional, and Los Alamitos, respectively, at 172 beds. In 2025, next year, there will be a 6th hospital in UCI Health, a new acute care hospital opening in Irvine, which will be 144 beds. Our mission is to discover, teach, and heal. Our vision is to be the best place to give and get care, and our identity is to be the friendliest and most accessible academic health system in the country. As a healthcare professional who moved to Placentia in 1997, I've been with the hospital since 2006. I cannot begin to express my excitement with this new chapter. This community has always been our core, and we remain committed to serving each of you. As you all know, many of our staff are deeply rooted in this community, and they take great pride in offering care to you, our neighbors, and friends. Being part of UCI Health presents us with a tremendous opportunity to advance that care for each of you and those close to you. To learn more about UCI Health, please visit our website at ucihealth.org, or even better, feel free to stop by at our table, which is right here in the front, table 2, anytime during today's program to talk with one of our leaders. Thank you very much.
So now the plan is to break for lunch. And when we come back, Mayor Yamaguchi will be delivering the State of the City address. So please enjoy lunch. Without further ado, Mayor Yamaguchi.
Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, the theme for today's event is Building Tomorrow's City Today. There was a part of me that wanted to wear a hard hat up here, but I didn't want to mess up all the hair. But I chose this theme not by myself, but with a committee and actually with some AI as well. Having it analyze what our city's been through, what our priorities are, and what we're doing moving forward. And I thought it was important to envision that, essential really to reflect on our past and our rich history, but also the challenges we've overcome and the milestones we've achieved over these long years. So with these reflections, it's not only an honor to honor our heritage, but also provide valuable lessons that as we navigate the path forward. From enhancing our public services to embracing new technology, we're dedicated to the continued growth of Placentia. With all this in mind, I'm happy to share with you our current state of our city, highlighting our achievements, addressing our challenges, and outlining our vision for a brighter future. Housing is a cornerstone of our community's well-being and a key focus for our efforts to enhance the quality of life for all of our residents, expand our housing options in the city. In recent years, the City of Placentia has added a number of new housing projects as we've welcomed many new residents to our city. We have a few examples here to highlight. You can see where we've welcomed new residents to call Placentia home. First, we'd like to touch on the recently completed Santa Angelina Affordable Senior Apartments. We recently had a ribbon-cutting ceremony for this development, which features 64 units of restricted seniors to earning less than 60% of the area median income. This project is a testament to the power of community collaboration, being that it's owned and operated by the Church of Blessed Sacrament in partnership with National Core. Thanks to the provisions of SB 4, the church was able to convert some of its underutilized space to provide housing that's affordable, ensuring places for our seniors. We're also excited to share the future of Baker Street with an affordable housing development. This project will offer 68 units of mixed floor plan options, including 20 units reserved for formerly homeless households. We are proud to partner with Mercy Housing California on this development. In addition, we have the Hudson Townhomes, progressing swiftly, located at the intersection of Orangethorpe and Van Buren, which is in my district. Once completed, this development will be 139 townhomes offering a variety of floor plans with 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units in a range of amenities, including tot lot, dog park, basketball court, and fire pits. We're hoping to see these complete construction by early 2025. We're also looking forward to the development of 100 detached 2-story homes by the developer of the Toll Brothers at Alta Vista Street, just behind our Ralph's Shopping Center. This exciting project will further expand our housing options to provide more families a wonderful place to call home. With all these projects, we're making substantial progress addressing the community's housing needs and ensuring a bright, sustainable future for all of our residents. Another significant project underway is our Chapman Corridor Revitalization Plan. This is a plan that's going to be undertaking extensive work to enhance not only Old Town Placentia, but also our TOD, Packing House District, and Old Town. This is going to focus on new mixed-use projects that benefit from upcoming Metrolink station. The Chapman Corridor currently serves as our western gateway into the city of Placentia, welcoming everyone into the city, both residents and visitors, and connecting adjacent districts to our city's civic center. To achieve the city's plans here, we're hoping to implement especially tailored standards throughout this area with design guidelines to encourage revitalization to bring more investment into this Chapman corridor. The city is working on this project and hope to have it to the entire council for approval by the end of this year. Another large goal that we've accomplished is our housing element approval. I'm pleased to announce the recent approval of our city's housing element just after our general plan was adopted in October 19. For those who don't know, these housing elements have to be adopted every 8 years, and it's a very significant task to undertake. And after just a few revisions, we are very happy to say our housing development has been passed, and we're looking forward to implementing that and seeing additional growth. With that, I'd like to turn to our efforts to address homelessness, something that's visible in every city. Our city remains committed to addressing the homelessness issue through a number of actions, but our staff like to be proactive as we continue to make the significant strides. It's a multi-department effort, but our police department, I think, has coined the term the best: outreach and support coupled with enforcement as our model, ensuring compassionate yet firm approach. Officers are trained to offer shelter to individuals before taking enforcement action and continue to provide offers for shelter and services at each interaction. Earlier this year, our police department partnered with Hope Center by providing a homeless liaison officer to assist with homeless in the city of Placentia. The Hope Center serves North Orange County cities with community-based nonprofits, outreach service workers with specialized skills in medical and mental health, and public safety professionals. This collaboration has created a synergy among various public safety partners and service providers, fostering innovation. The Hope Center quickly dispatches mobile homeless outreach units with social workers, mental health workers, and homeless liaison officers. This has reduced our 911 calls and allowed our officers to focus on emergency calls for service. Another aspect of our efforts to combat homelessness is our Navigation Center. Our Navigation Center opened in March of 2020 in the city in partnership with the North County SPA, or North Service Planning Area. This has adopted a regional approach which includes a number of cities, with Placentia being the host to over 100 beds. The currently is served by the Salvation Army and is a referral-based service. The center offers wraparound services, including health resources, counseling, job, social skills, training, opportunities to reunite with families and friends. The goal here is to integrate individuals experiencing homelessness into society and decrease the number of homeless individuals in our public areas. Since opening in March of 2020, Placentia Navigation Center has served over 540 individuals in its 4 years and has placed 192 individuals into permanent or temporary housing, getting them off the streets. Another key department is our Code Enforcement Division. They play a crucial role in ongoing efforts to enhance the quality of life for our Placentia residents. In collaboration with my colleagues on council, we've enacted new municipal codes and other provisions to enable our code enforcement and law enforcement to be proactive rather than reactive in responding to our community needs. One of the most visible needs is graffiti. It's a persistent issue affecting many cities throughout Orange County, including Placentia. Our code enforcement team has been actively addressing this in responding to exterior walls and public places, but also on private places. Most of this graffiti is taking place on the broadsides of private buildings, which is the responsibility of the private business owners. But our team works with them, as well as the police department, to make plans to reduce the amount of graffiti and also respond to it quickly. One of the other areas code enforcement has been actively working on is our unpermitted food vendors. These vendors, mainly taco stands in town, have been subject to ongoing enforcement actions. Our team collaborates with Orange County health officers and the police department to conduct sweeps of known vendor locations. Complaints about these unpermitted vendors usually comes from brick and mortar restaurants, as these pop-ups take away business from our established businesses who've invested in our community. During these sweeps, Orange County health officers, along with our Placentia staff, confiscate all perishable food and impound cooking equipment with the assistance of code enforcement. The equipment's held for 30 days under Orange County health control. To address these issues more effectively, code enforcement has increasingly been doing sweeps and continuing to partner with Orange County Health. Next, I'd like to welcome Councilmember Ward Smith with a brief video to go over some important projects we've been working on with wayfinding and our public safety building.
Hi there, I'm Councilman Ward Smith, and I'm here to provide you with some updates on a great project that we have going that we're hoping to see come to conclusion here at the latter part of this year, and maybe perhaps early 2025. And that is, I'm standing in front of our public safety building. This is a great need and a great project for the city. This public safety facility is a two-phase project. The first phase is completed. The second part of this project, the block part of the building behind me, is really, really something special and unique. That will house an indoor shooting range for continued training of our personnel. It will house a state-of-the-art public safety communications center for our dispatchers handling the needs of police, fire, and EMS, calls for service. And then it will also have additional office space upstairs, and the downstairs space is going to be a very, very nice training room conference facility where we can not only host in-house training for our EMS folks, but we can also host training for other departments within city operations, and we can use it to help support outside agencies that also are looking for places to have secure training opportunities for their personnel. Again, like I said, this is a two-story, 18,800 square foot facility that is continually state-of-the-art with the newest of technology and the best of equipment for our personnel to utilize, which in turn makes for a much safer operation and a much more efficient and effective provision of service to you, the citizens. Again, like I said, phase one is up and running already. Phase two, we hope to see completed by the end of the year. One additional project that I'd like to speak to you about is our wayfinding signage program. And you've probably already seen this, changing the signage throughout the city. We've already replaced all of the signs at our major intersections. And over the past few months, you may have noticed that we are posting up new wayfinding directional signs that are pointing out where different city facilities are, where different attractions or destinations may be in the city. Currently, I'm standing in Old Town Placentia in our Main Street parking lot, and behind me you can see one of the signs. If somebody goes to a program, they'll be able to see that there are parking lots available to them and where those parking lots are located and such, and additional, again, attractions and destinations here. We hope that this makes it easier for travel for vehicles, pedestrians, bicyclists, as they move through, and help them and aid them in finding locations here in town. Thank you so much.
The next thing I wanted to share with you I'm very proud to see is the revitalization of our old City Hall. And our old City Hall is on Bradford in Old Town, for those that don't know. We just did a ribbon cutting for that this year. It is now the new home for our Placentia Fire and Life Safety Department. So they have a number of improvements they've done down there, and our fire station number 1 is directly adjacent to that. The original building opened in 1940, so you can imagine we definitely needed to do some upgrades. That was home to City Hall from 1940 to 1974, until that's when the current civic building was constructed. Additionally, also in Old Town, we have the TOD Crowther Sewer Line Project, something everyone gets excited about. This has been a vital upgrade, though, for the area as we continue to see a lot new residential units going in and a lot more density. This has been an important step in order to continue to grow this area, especially with the new residents coming in. Here you can see some pictures of this project underway. The other quite visible project we've been able to partner with Caltrans on a public art project. This is located at the 57 in Orangethorpe, as well as the underpass on the 57. This is mostly provided grant funding for. It definitely is a nice piece because Orangethorpe here is a major gateway coming into our city and also our old town. So it makes a nice addition to this otherwise dilapidated lot of land. In addition to this piece, the city has been continuing to work on our medians to improve the beauty of our major thoroughfares. Here you can see Alta Vista Rose, Bass and Cherry Road, as well as Yorba Linda. In addition to improving these, we've also made an effort to make them drought tolerant and less reliant on water for the dry years. Another priority for the council and for me personally has been completing the public works assessment and the facilities condition assessment. These key documents did a citywide look at how we can be proactive in maintaining the properties that we have, making them last longer in the long term, but also how we need to invest moving forward. Public Works Department has integrated a management system using technology that has a schedule that's more, it's easier to follow and more proactive maintenance rather than just being responsive to issues like our roof leaking at City Hall. All of these projects are key to our vision of building tomorrow's city today. Our next one is something that's probably talked about the most in town because we all drive on them every day, and that's our pavement management plan. We have a plan that looks at every street in the city and gives us a score. And to go over more of this, I think we'd have a video from Mayor Pro Tem Kevin Kerwin.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mayor Pro Tem Kevin Kerwin, and I'm here to talk about streets and roads. Why do I always seem to get picked for this segment? Is it because I used to complain about them before I was on City Council? Or is it because I still complain about them now? I don't know for sure, but one thing I do know is I probably won't stop harping, insinuating, complaining, or pontificating about the conditions of our streets and roads until they're all finished and a sustainable, fundable plan is in place to keep them that way. So, setting aside a few dollars in the budget for earplugs might be a good idea. But it is getting better. As fast as I would like? Nope. As fast as you'd like? Probably not. But it is getting better. In fact, according to the 2024 Pavement Management Report, the city's current Pavement Condition Index, PCI rating, is 79.7, with over 67% of our streets rated as good condition or better. Since 2018, our PCI has increased 12.7 points, from 67.0 to 79.7. Our current PCI sits above the county average of 79. Now granted, it's only 0.7 above average, but it is above average. There's many cities with worse roads than us than there are with better. And I'll pause here for applause. Last year, we rehabilitated about 1.56 million square feet of city streets, including this one, where I grew up. I think I was in about the 3rd grade last time it was done, so this is very nice to see. This year we have over 2.5 million square feet slated, including Chapman Avenue from Placentia to Kramer, Placentia Avenue from the 91 to Chapman, and Melrose from Orangethorpe to Chapman. So a lot is getting done, and I appreciate the hard work of staff, but there's definitely more work to do. Let's keep at it until it's done and done right.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Continuing on with our investment in our infrastructure, I asked Councilmember Chad Vonka to go over our Parks Initiative. This has been a project that's been in the works for a number of years. We have a brief video here to showcase this.
Hi, My name's Chad Vonka. I'm the Placentia District 4 City Councilman. Today I'll be talking about the Placentia Parks Initiative and some of the great things we're doing to bring our parks back to their former glory. In the 70s and 80s, Placentia had some of the best parks in OC. They were really fun and had great amenities for kids and their families. As we got into the 90s, the old equipment got replaced with safer, easier to maintain equipment that really just wasn't much fun. I have 4 kids and I always wanted them to enjoy our parks the way I did. So in June 2021, the City Council approved the Placentia Parks Initiative. As part of this plan, we prioritized park projects by safety, age of equipment, and funding sources. These projects are funded through state grants, development impact fees, and Measure U funding. Our goal is to have every park playground in the city renovated within 5 years. This would include new amenities such as picnic tables, barbecues, benches, water fountains, and play equipment. Each park will also have its own theme, making our parks much more fun. So far, the city's upgraded 8 of our 15 parks, and in the last 12 months alone, we've completed playground upgrades at Parque de los Niños with a dinosaur theme, Huffrey Park with a new baseball theme, Phase 2 of the Cook Park playground upgrades, and this completes the First Responders Park with the addition of police and public works equipment. We also completed a full park renovation here at the Parque del Arroyo Verde on Palm Drive, which is where I am today. This park has a fun adventure theme with zip lines, bocce ball, ping pong tables, climbing boulders, and more. I'd like to thank our residents for their patience and understanding as we work to upgrade all of our city parks. We know it's been a long time coming, but I'm happy that we're prioritizing our city parks and facilities now and for future enjoyment.
Thank you very much, Chad. Now, everyone may be wondering, how are we going to be paying for all of this? We paid for the roads, we paid for all these brand new parks, we built a brand new public safety building. I asked our city manager to go over briefly our finances.
Hi Placentia, I'm City Administrator Damian Arula. Today I want to share with you how we are managing our city's finances and what we're doing to keep Placentia moving forward, even in challenging economic times. Like many cities, Placentia faces the pressures of inflation, rising costs, and shrinking revenues. The impact of high inflation has increased the cost of everyday services, utilities, gasoline, and even the supplies we need to operate. We face these challenges even more so as a bedroom community with limited commercial opportunities. But rest assured, we are doing everything we can to maximize every new business opportunity to benefit our city. This year, we began our budgeting process with a $3.8 million deficit in the general fund. To address this, we asked departments to reduce their budgets up to 5% and implemented a hiring frost for certain positions. But despite these challenges, we've continued to prioritize what matters most, providing effective, high-quality services that foster safety, quality of life, and economic prosperity for all of you. One of our most exciting initiatives is our Enhanced Infrastructure Financing District, or EIFD, here in Old Town Placentia. In partnership with the County of Orange, we've established the first EIFD in California that involves collaboration between a city and a county to improve infrastructure. Near our future Metrolink station, this district creates a funding mechanism for critical public infrastructure improvements without any new taxes or fees to property owners. These improvements, estimated to cost $10 million, will include street upgrades, better pedestrian connectivity, bike lanes, wider sidewalks, and new landscape and lighting upgrades. We're currently working on finalizing the construction drawings, and we anticipate taking this project out to bid later this year, with construction beginning next summer. We appreciate your patience as we begin to enhance the infrastructure of our beautiful and historic Old Town. Our fiscal year 24-25 adopted budget includes $50.9 million in general fund expenses, carefully allocated to balance daily operations, debt service, and capital projects. While we are not immune to financial challenges, we continue to prioritize completing critical projects. This year, it's all hands on deck as we're working on 92 capital improvement projects and continuing to invest in our parks and open spaces. Some of the exciting projects we're working on include designing a new dog park, upgrading the Huffrey Park sports field lights, and replacing the playground at McFadden Park, just to name a few. Our team is aggressively seeking new revenue sources as well and focusing on economic development to boost our sales tax and attract businesses to Placentia. We are also mindful of long-term sustainability with a keen focus on responsible fiscal management. We understand the pressures many of you are feeling, but rest assured that we are working to diligently maintain fiscal health while continuing to serve our community and ensuring Placentia remains a pleasant place to live. Thank you, Placentia, for your trust and support as we navigate these times together. I look forward to seeing what we will accomplish in the next year together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arilla. For the other electeds planning states of the city, that is the only way you can get your city managers to keep their comments brief. With that, I want to pivot to technology, which has been at the forefront of pretty much my entire tenure on city council. Kind of as the youngest person growing up with technology, paying attention to the cutting edge and understanding what we can do and how we can be more effective. I'm kind of been the driving force of this, but I appreciate my colleagues, both current and previous, for supporting me on these initiatives. First, I want to go over our IT master plan. This is a snapshot of what we have for our IT infrastructure, where we need to be, and how we're going to get there in the next 5 years. City Hall has kind of had a reactionary plan when it came to technology, but there's been a number of things we've enacted over these past few years that we're catching up. In some areas, in other areas, we're ahead, but having a game plan for the next 5 years was the most important thing to be able to look towards the future and building tomorrow's city today. One of the other things I've asked for, and I'm happy to announce are complete, are online service updates and upgrades. For the longest time, everyone had to drive into City Hall for services, and City Hall only being open on Monday through Thursdays left a fifth day out of the week you couldn't get anything processed. We're now able to offer residents, business owners, and those visiting Placentia with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access online for key services, including business licenses, alarm permits, building permits, all available online anytime, even when City Hall is closed. We're continuing to research additional services we can provide online to make available and streamline interactions with the city. This also has been key to reducing paperwork, wait times, and improving the overall accessibility for our community. Going back to our public safety, we've implemented the Opticon traffic signal preemptive devices. These have taken a number of years to install, but these allow not only our fire trucks, but also our ambulance and our police department vehicles to preempt the lights to turn green so they have direct access on the roads. If you ever see a fire truck going down one of these arterials, it looks very strange seeing every single light turn green. And that has been key to reducing our response times and improving our public safety services. Again, all of these advancements, along with the IT master plan as our keystone document moving forward, are really driving our technology home with our staff to improve not only working in City Hall, but also providing service for our public. One of the keystone projects that I've had a part of is our Placentia Fiber City, or our Smart City initiative. This has been in partnership with Sci-Fi Networks, who made a private investment in our city of over $30 million to put fiber and micro-trenching conduit into the ground to provide fiber access to every property in the city, residential, commercial, business, and public. This not only was to provide the city access, but the residents to internet access citywide. The new fiber network is nearly done with an estimated 20,000 addresses now serviceable. And we have our first city facilities coming online later this year, which will be the Gomez Center and our Witten Center, which both have public services for after-school programs as well as learning opportunities. The estimated people in the state of California that still don't have reliable internet at home is about 3.5 million, which is an astounding number. And that's either not high speed, not reliable, or just can't afford to be able to pay for that service at home. I want to make sure Placentia is on the forefront of reducing that number, making sure that everyone has access, not only to this fiber, but also competition. We've seen the competition have to react to a better service that's cheaper by reducing their products so it's more accessible. Again, to date, the micro-trenching is all done. We're looking forward to having the first City Hall facilities brought on. And again, I'd like to thank my colleagues who helped me champion this through and get support. But we were actually starting our project after Fullerton, but we will be done before Fullerton, which is no small feat. So thank you for that. One other thing I'd like to discuss is our environmental stewardship. Growing up, I was on the Recycle Teen team at Placentia as a high school student, interning at City Hall, educating people about where our trash goes and what it does. And I'm carried on with that in protecting our environment. At City Hall, we've been proud to be in the front of our electric vehicle investments. The city currently has 16 electric vehicles spread across multiple departments, including our development services, public works, police, fire departments, as well as our city pool vehicles. In addition to these, we're continuing to explore access to EV chargers at City Hall for the public, as well as additional chargers at our city yard for our public works. In public works, we have not only EVs, but also alternative fuels with hybrids, CNGs, all working towards being more environmentally friendly. And those who don't know, we actually have a CNG station located at our city yard that not only serves city vehicles, but private fleets and the public. In year 22-23, this served over 300,000 gallons of gas equivalent. So just one of our commitments to being environmental stewards. In partnership with Southern California Edison, we were proud to announce we are going to all LED streetlights. This is going to be not only a cost savings for our electric bill, it'll also be brighter and better light while also being dark sky compliant. The project is underway now and we're hoping to have completed by the end of December this year. It's through all these initiatives we're actively contributing to our environmental sustainability and being stewards for our environment, continuing to promote alternative energy, and just trying to make Placentia a leader when it comes to environmental stewardships. I'd also, next I'd like to ask for a video from Councilmember Shader discussing what we have going on in our Old Town.
Hi, this is Councilmember Rhonda Shader and my sidekick Ellie, and we're here on the South Side. Welcome to District 1, where revitalization and redevelopment is continuing as it has been for the last several years. It's so great to see things actually coming to fruition. Behind me, I have the beautiful Senza, which was just sticks last year, and now this year we've got residents moving in and the beautiful development is up. It's so exciting, and we're so excited to have new residents in this area. Housing is continued to be planned in this area because we have space for it. And so we're looking forward to a couple of new affordable projects as well that are coming down the line because we're really focusing on housing for all. Additionally, we're refurbishing the parks in District 1. We recently refinished La Placita Parkette. Such a great asset to this neighborhood and in such a unique location, and we're so excited about another themed park. Also, we're excited about all the new businesses that continue to come into our Old Town. We have a brewery now, a whiskey and cigar lounge, and of course our amazing food options, where we're welcoming people from all over the county to Old Town Placentia. And of course, we talked about last year, and Ellie's patiently waiting for our new dog park. However, the council wants to be fiscally prudent, so we might have to wait a little bit longer, and Ellie says that's okay, she can wait. It has been an honor to serve here and the residents of District 1 and the entire city of Placentia. Thank you for all of your support and for being here today.
Thank you very much, Rhonda. Looking towards the future, 1926 was when the city was founded. So going into this next year, we are starting to plan our centennial celebrations. At the last council meeting, we were tasked with setting up an ad hoc committee to study this and provide feedback. And all 5 council members wanted to serve on this committee, which can only be 2 people. So the only solution we had was, all right, all 5 of us are going to serve on this committee together. So I think there's consensus among the current council that this is going to be a big deal. We all want to play a part in it, and we hope everyone else will. It's my vision to include the entire community in this and bring all of our nonprofit groups, our service groups, everyone to help make this one year-long party of celebration of looking back and preserving our history, sharing a vision moving forward, and just remembering the past. Our staff's already begun working on plans. We're hoping to do a 100-year history book of Placentia that can be a snapshot of the last 100 years summarized in a book for the rest of history. And again, as we approach this milestone, we're just excited that the strong foundation of which Placentia was built, and remembering the names of all those who came before us. In closing, I once again just want to thank everyone for being here today. If we can give a round of applause to the tech team who made the slides and the video all possible. Those who don't know, I work in AV, corporate AV world, and I've been in that seat before, so we appreciate you guys. But again, Placentia is just a great place to live, to work, to visit, to raise a family. I'm so honored to be able to serve in this opportunity. Thank my family one more time for making the sacrifice so that I can continue to do this. And once again, thank the Chamber, all the city staff, especially Ms. Nicolette for all of your help with putting this speech together. I didn't write it all myself. But again, thank you once again for your support of this great city. Thank you for coming today.